Nikki Sixx overdosed, died, and was declared clinically dead for 2 minutes, then shot up again that same night. You're about to hear how Nikki Sixx outlived heroin overdoses, gunpoint robberies, failed suicide attempts, and one of the most destructive lifestyles in music history. And why he's still not sorry. If you could ask your past self one thing, what would it be? Nikki's answer might be, how the hell did we survive that? Drop yours in the comments. December 23, 1987, Nikki flatlined from a heroin overdose in Hollywood. Paramedics gave up, until one fan, an EMT, wouldn't let go and hit him with 2 adrenaline shots. He came back from the dead. Then went home and injected again. That's not rock bottom. That's under it. The Heroin Diaries are real, and even worse than you think. Nikki documented every hit, high, and horror over 1986-87. He wrote in bathtubs, closets, and during blackouts, barely aware he was alive. His published diary shocked fans, but insiders say the worst parts were edited out. He was circling death daily, and journaling through it. Nikki often injected heroin between songs during Crüe shows. He'd run off stage, shoot up, and return in seconds, still playing bass. It wasn't just an addiction. It was choreography. That's how deep the habit went. Performance time to the next high. Desperate for a fix, Nikki once followed a dealer into a van. He was robbed, stripped, pistol whipped, and left in a random alley. He still called the night successful because he scored. Survival becomes secondary when the drug wins. In one overdose, Nikki believed black shadows were dragging him to hell. He screamed until he passed out, waking in a puddle of vomit. Was it hallucination or premonition? Either way, he kept using the next day. If you're stunned Nikki Sixx lived through this, hit that like button. We're only halfway through the chaos, and trust me, it gets darker and more inspiring. In 1988, Nikki tried to take his own life by injecting what he hoped was a lethal dose. He collapsed in his hotel room, but a maid found him in time. She called 911 and saved his life. After one near-fatal batch, Nikki fired his heroin dealer. Days later, he was desperate and begging the same guy for more. Addiction isn't logical. It's primal. He wasn't chasing pleasure. He was dodging withdrawal. Here's the irony, Nikki composed some of Crüe's darkest songs blitzed out of his mind. But refused to record them that way. Even at his worst, he protected the music. He believed the art deserves sobriety, even if he didn't. After a family scare, Nikki locked himself in a room for 3 days. No meds. No nurses. Just water, sweats, and screaming withdrawals. He did it alone, and survived. That pain became the foundation of his recovery. Nikki slipped. Multiple times. But he doesn't hide or minimize them. He tells the truth, even when it's ugly, because that truth helps others. Perfection's a myth. Progress isn't. Honesty became his sobriety weapon. To dodge headlines, Nikki checked into detox under the name Steve Clark. Ironically, the real Steve Clark, Def Leppard's guitarist, was also battling addiction. 2 rock stars, one name, both circling the drain. Even rehab had layers of denial. Nikki now funds rehab programs and speaks to at-risk youth. He visits treatment centers with the same intensity he once hit clubs. Redemption isn't quiet, it's loud. And he's using his volume for good. Nikki Sixx shouldn't be alive, but he is. And now, he's living with purpose, honesty, and fire. His story proves you can claw back from anything. If you want to hear more insane stories about Rockstar, hit the subscribe button. See you next week.